You pick up your phone, and before you've even read the message, your chest tightens. A deadline. An email marked urgent. A text left unread for 6 hours. And your body responds by flooding you with the exact same chemicals it would use if a lion had just walked into the room. Here's what I want you to understand tonight. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're running software that is 200,000 years old on a world it was never written for. We talk about anxiety like it's a malfunction, a glitch, something gone wrong inside us that needs to be fixed. But for almost the entire history of our species, anxiety was the thing that kept you alive. It wasn't the enemy. It was the bodyguard. The problem isn't that you have it. The problem is when it fires now, and the fact that it never seems to switch off. To understand why, you have to go back to a world with no doctors, no police, no second chances. Imagine you're an early human walking through the grass. You hear a rustle. It might be the wind. It might be a lion. Now think about the two ways your brain could be wired. The calm brain says, it's probably just wind, and keeps walking. The anxious brain assumes lion and runs. Most of the time, the anxious brain is wrong. It wastes energy sprinting from nothing. It feels foolish. But here's the brutal math of survival. The cost of being wrong about the wind is a little wasted energy. The cost of being wrong about the lion is that you die, and you take your unborn children with you. So evolution made a choice for us, 1,000,000 times over. It built a brain that would rather sound 1,000 false alarms than miss the one that matters. An evolutionary psychiatrist named Randolph Nesse gave this instinct a name. He called it the smoke detector principle. Your smoke alarm screams when you burn toast, not because it's broken, but because the people who built it decided a few annoying beeps are worth surviving one real fire. And honestly, when I first heard it framed that way, something in me relaxed a little, because I've spent years treating my own anxiety as a defect. Nobody ever told me it might be a feature that simply outlived its world. But here's the part that really matters. It's not just that our ancestors felt fear. It's the shape of it. Their threats were acute. The lion appears. Your heart slams. Your blood floods your muscles. Your vision narrows. You fight or you run. And then, within minutes, it's over. Either you escaped or you didn't. If you survived, the alarm went quiet. The chemicals drained out of your blood. Your body returned to calm. Think of a gazelle that just escaped a cheetah. Minutes later, it's grazing again, completely calm, as if nothing happened. No replaying it. No lying awake about the cheetah that might come tomorrow. That was us too, for a very long time. The threat had a beginning, a middle, and an end. Stress was meant to be a sprint, not a marathon. A switch that flips on hard and then flips back off. For 300,000 years, the off switch was the whole point. Now look at your life. The email doesn't get eaten by a lion. The mortgage doesn't run away. The group chat is still there at 2 in the morning. The algorithm that decides whether you eat next month never sleeps. The threats of modern life are real, but they're slow, invisible, and they never, ever end. And your ancient alarm system can't tell the difference. To your amygdala, the little almond of fear deep in your brain, a hostile email and a charging predator look exactly the same. It floods you with the same chemicals, preparing you to fight or flee. But you can't fight your inbox. You can't outrun your rent. There's nothing to sprint from and nothing to sprint to. So the alarm just stays on. Quietly. All day. For years. The acute became chronic. And chronic is the kind that wears the body down. The sleepless nights. The tight chest. The sense that something bad is always about to happen. And there's a crueler twist hiding in plain sight. For almost all of human history, the people around you were your tribe. A few dozen faces you'd known your entire life. Their opinion of you wasn't just social, it was survival. get cast out of the group, and you died. So your brain learned to care desperately about what the people watching you think. Now look at where that instinct lives today. You can be judged by thousands of strangers before you've finished your coffee. A cold comment from someone you will never meet lands on the exact same ancient nerve as being shamed in front of the only 40 people on Earth who could keep you alive. Your brain can't tell the difference. It still believes every set of eyes belongs to the tribe. It was never built for an audience of millions. There's one more piece, and it might be the deepest. Your ancestors lived in what scientists call an immediate return environment. You were hungry. You found food. You ate. You were cold. You built a fire. You were warm. Action led to reward. Right now, today. The future barely existed. We live in the opposite. A delayed return world. You work today for a paycheck in 2 weeks. You save for a retirement in 40 years. You study for a degree that pays off in a decade. Almost nothing you do gives you a result today. And your brain, built for the immediate world, doesn't know what to do with all that distance. So it does the only thing it knows. It worries. It scans the far-off future for threats it can't see and can't fix, and it keeps the alarm humming just in case. The thing we call anxiety might just be an ancient mind, designed for today, trying desperately to survive a world made entirely of tomorrows. So let me say the thing I wish someone had said to me years ago. You are not anxious because something is wrong with you. You are anxious because something is right with you. A threat detection system so good at keeping your ancestors alive that it's still running full force in a world that no longer has the lions it was built for. The anxiety you feel isn't a sign of weakness. It's the price of a brain that refused to miss a single danger for 200,000 years. You inherited the most cautious survivors. The nervous ones lived. The calm ones, sometimes, got eaten. That doesn't make it hurt less, but it changes what it means. It's not a defect in you. It's an inheritance. A guardian that doesn't know the war is over. I still feel my chest tighten at a notification. That hasn't gone away. But now, sometimes, I can catch it, and instead of fighting it or hating myself for it, I can almost say to it, I know you're trying to protect me. There's just no lion this time. None of this is a cure. The tightness still comes, but there's a strange comfort in knowing its name and where it came from. You are not fragile. You are the latest in a long, unbroken line of people who were afraid at exactly the right moments and lived. Maybe that's all any of us can really do. Not to silence the old guardian, but to thank it and gently tell it the grass is safe tonight. So here's what I keep wondering, and I'd love to know what you think. If you stopped treating your anxiety as something broken and started hearing it as something ancient, just doing its job, what would change?